So my D-Day was around 7 months ago. I male 35 met my ex-GF family at 27 in 2014, and we made it official in 2015. I found that she suddenly deactivated her Instagram account without telling me in late 2019, and I only found out when I tried to forward a post to her and I couldn't find her account. When I confronted her, she told me that she did it because she felt harassed by her work friend's friend, let's call him X, that has been tagging her and kept trying to hit on her. I've known about this X since couple months prior, when we went to a social gathering on one of X's work event prior to COVID. I told X that I will be speaking to X to tell him to back off, however X stopped me saying that it's not worth it and X didn't want to create a drama among her work friends. So I relent. Then COVID happened, and in March X told me that she'd been laid off and needed to move back to her hometown due to lack of funds. And I was not able to help her that time because I was in the middle of renovating my home. I paid her rent and bills when she first moved to my city and haven't found work. X refused to move in with me because I lived in the suburb and her old place was in the city center. We live 50 minutes apart. So we were apart for a few months until May, when I had finished renovating and had some funds to help her pay her apartment. While we were apart, I find her to be quite distant and cold. She went out often despite COVID, and still awake in odd hours like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. At first I dismissed my thoughts because I thought she was depressed and stressed. But this activities continued even after she went back to our town. One day I was hanging at her place when she was taking a bath, and her phone was blasted with chats. So out of curiosity I opened her chat to see who is chatting her, and I found a barrage of nudes from X being sent to her, with a text saying, "I can't wait to see you tomorrow." My body went numb, and my mind went blank. I was fuming, so I tracked back to her previous chats with X, and I found out that they have been exchanging nudes since 2019. I took pictures of the chats and nudes. Then I told her I had emergency issues at work that I needed to attend. I work in medical field, so she knows sometimes I am needed in a certain situation. When I got back, I cried like a little baby. Part of me thinking that I should fight for her. Part of me just hurt. Real hurt. You see, my previous relationship also ended with me getting cheated on. So experiencing it again really sting me in the most hurtful place. In the morning I opened my chats with her to see all our previous chats. I opened our pictures together, trying to find a reason not to throw this relationship away. Until I stumbled upon our Instagram chats. I never deleted my chats with her, lo and behold, her IG was profile picture was there. But I couldn't find or open her profile. Then it clicked. She blocked me. This woman had me blocked on her IG with the guise of deactivating her IG. I made another account to stalk her IG, and yes, her IG was active and was not put into private. I saw all her pictures, all her parties, stories, and yes, lovely picture of her kissing X in the mouth, which was taken not too long ago. Something snapped in me, and I was no longer feeling sad. All I felt was indifferent. I took pictures of her IG and deleted everything I had about her on my phone, laptop, everything. I sent her a text, asking her to meet up. And when we meet, I just showed her the pictures I took on her phone and IG. Straight told her that we are done. I don't know her anymore and I don't own her anything, then left. I blocked her anywhere that had me connected to her. Told my parents and relatives to ignore her call. Couldn't ghosted her because she knows where I live and work. So I just went and see. And I went hard. Mutual friends trying to get me to forgive her. But I told them to stop contacting me about her or I will block them as well. So they back off after that. The reason I rant here was because last Valentine's Day I got a text from her switched from Android to Apple. And I only blocked her on my old phone. Not on my new phone yet. Where she, with all her audacity, asked for my help to pay her rent. No sorry, no trying to explain things. Didn't bother to respond and blocked her again straight away. I just wondered how the hell did I fall in love with someone who didn't feel any remorse or guilt after cheating on me. If you still here, thank you for reading my rant. EDIT1. Typo. I am overwhelmed and grateful for the support and comments that I received from this community. I just couldn't thank you guys and girls enough. To explain some things, our mutual friends honestly didn't know about what my ex did, because they were blocked as well. I did manage to explain to them about the reason I broke up with my ex during a Christmas Zoom call. They understood and didn't mention her anymore after that, so I am good with that. One of my closest friends told me they wanted to us make up because they saw how happy I was when I was with her. So when I told him what my ex did, he almost went ballistic at her. I told him to drop it, since I want to avoid any drama. All in all, I'm just fortunate that my ex didn't reach out to my family. They were a different story I would like to avoid. Some asked about the IG. I have to admit that I am so suck and ignorant at social media thing. I only know how to like, follow, comment, and post on Instagram, unlike my ex who is a heavy user of Instagram. So when she said she deactivated her account, I believed her completely. Some of you commented about me paying her rent and being an ATM, which I admitted was my fault since the beginning. The comment hit me hard, but it's the hard truth I needed. I tried too hard, I guess, and I really want to make this relationship work so that somehow I'm blinded. I told myself that I will be her provider anyway when we get married, so it's okay for me to help her when she needed me. Well, somehow I managed to dodge the bullet unintentionally, so I guess that's a win for me. EDIT 2. I woke up and find so many encouragement and questions. Frankly, I am truly grateful to this community for their massive support. I'd also like to thank you all for the awards. Hopefully happiness will find you all. Meanwhile, I will try to respond some inquiries and questions from some of you. What was my ex's response and excuses when I broke up with her? I didn't stay to hear her excuses, nor I was in a position where I want to know. All I had in my mind was to end it and leave. Whatever she said will never change the fact that she had broken my trust and had an affair. No explanation will fix or change that fact. How did she know my number on new phone? I retained my old number, been using it for 10 years or so when I switched from my Xperia to my Apple C. She texted me through regular SMS because I had her blocked on my WhatsApp, and I had forgotten to block her number on my iOS because I had deleted her number previously. Somebody asked why I changed from Android to iOS. Well, it's just because I wanted to try iPhone, I guess. About her refusing to move in with me when she was laid off. I know it should have been a red flag, but at that time I was trying not to be pushy about her moving in because I had thought that she might reacted badly should I insist. She doesn't drive and depend on me or her friends to go from one place to another. And since I am mostly working, she told me that she won't be able to go out with her friends or have anything to do if she move in with me. I was always non-confrontational, and she was the type who hates it when someone forces her to do something she doesn't want. About her trying to get me back, I don't know how to respond to this, to be honest. I don't know whether I am mentally prepared to see her again or caught off guard meeting her. This is the worst scenario that could happen to me right now. I can't ghost her for obvious reason, house and work. Since I can't ghost her, I just really hope that she won't come to my house or workplace. After 7 months, I really hope she won't ever show up her face again. Again, thank you for your support and encouragement. It really made my day and reminded me that all will get better. I've posted this on another sub yesterday. I am a freaking mess now. Have no idea what to do or whom to listen to. The title sums it all up. To sum it all up, we've been engaged for over a year now. We were supposed to get married on our anniversary, but along came the bug and we had to postpone our wedding. She's been acting real shady during the middle of quarantine days, like hiding her phone's super fast reflexes to the message. This wasn't normal. When I asked, she just brushed it off and blamed it on quarantine. Then come January, she's back to herself but overly clingy, too much care. I get some sparks, start snooping, nothing on phone or her laptop. I felt bad, but then I saw a spare Android phone tucked inside one of her shoes, booted it up there. It was an E starting from September of 2020. But she ended it in January after it turned physical. They fucked 3 times in a week. Her ending line was, and I quote, "App, I love you, but I love my fiancé more." I realized the time we spend was good, but it's nothing compared to what I had with my soon-to-be husband. The fuck. I hope you will find someone better. For now, goodbye, app. Well, I can't say I am Master Uguay in any sense. Confronted her immediately. She let out the whole cheater moves out. Lucky for me, I was prepared thanks to all the Redditors. I asked for the ring back, she wouldn't give it back, and I took it forcefully and I left. She texts and calls me every single day then on. I got fed up and I responded. She said she missed me and her ring finger doesn't feel complete without the ring and she can't sleep without seeing me. I was more than pissed. I started lashing out at her, called her some awful things. Then I finally said the only way I was going to take her back was if she cut off her ring finger. And I hung up. 2 days after that, her mom calls me and tells that she is in hospital and she tried to cut her finger off. I started to panic. I went to check on her. She started crying and I asked her what she was thinking, and she said if this was what I wanted, she would do it for me. I was silent and I left. So here I am typing this RN. I don't know what to do. She has exhibited tendency of self-harm before. I feel like I am abandoning her at her time of need. Any advice would be helpful. Edit. I am clear on where I stand. I don't want her back. It's over. She's my ex. The problem I am dealing with is I don't want someone dead because of me, or at least people assume that way. If she ends herself with a note saying I was the reason for it, I have a high chance of getting screwed over by the cops. I won't be put in jail, but it could tarnish my career as my job require keeping close contact with high-profile people. So you know how it goes. And also my friend who suggested to post here on Reddit said he saw a post about a guy's wife who was caught cheating cut her finger after he asked her to. If you guys could find him, I could talk to him about how he got himself out of it.